I came rushing round where all the tadpoles were starving of oxygen and tried to get algae out, but I couldn't find any in there. It's just sort of green water. It's so tiny. I don't know, the water's just green. I put a towel in there to try and filter the green. Not much good. Topped it up loads. Then spent some time with, where is it? Oh, this thing, which I was swishing around like a whisk to aerate the water. But it all seems fine. I stuck, all I managed to do was actually drag up the crud from the bottom and make it look dirtier, but I should imagine as soon as that settles. There is some eyeballs sticking up through the reeds. This thing kept falling over all the time. So now it seemed very strange because when I first did the pond, this and this were next to one another over here. Now it seems to have migrated over there. And there was another plant that seems to be gone altogether, so it probably died off. And my lily pads must have died off as well. Well, there's a water boatman. Shall we see if we can get a close-up of it? Let's skedaddle. Even though it's not boiling today, it's still hot enough. I'm not sure what these tiny things are, whether that's algae. I don't know. Oh, that's what I was going to say. But there's the water boatman skidding. I think they are anyway. See, they float across the water. They look like they're rowing. Or are they pond skaters? I'm not exactly sure. I'm not terribly up on all the names, other than they exist. Yeah, this stuff. There's loads and loads of this stuff in there, which is good. That was all round the bottom. And of course I then disturbed that and all the mud, because that's an oxygenating plant. So I don't know, I think I just disturbed everything in my need to do good. There's one of the little froggos in there. My sage looks really sad, but I'm not going to leave it stuck in a plastic bag. But for now it was just, that's probably waterlogged, but I wanted to make sure it didn't get dried out, because I can't dig this ground as it is at the moment. I need a pickaxe. It's rock solid. Right, get back to doing some work then. I chucked that stuff in because I wasn't sure if it was algae or it's a plant, so I thought don't kill it but throw it over there. I have lids and tubs of water everywhere for small creatures that may need it, and for the fox to keep it away from my frogs. Right, let's sit down and just frogs there. There we go. One thing I noticed I do is I wobble the camera back way too much, and it needs to just be still. Wonder if that's the same one that first moved in, because it too likes staying there. Can't see its little hands. Oh, there's a tadpole. So yeah, I haven't killed all the tadpoles. There's another. It's like come evening and they start emerging, so I must have been disturbing them all earlier when I was rattling the water around. Go me. He wants to catch a fly and I'm stuck there with a camera right close to it. There is another one. There we go. Another tadpole. Look at that, it's a straw. That was grass. But that's how hot it's been. It's just all turned to straw. So until I come round tomorrow evening with the solar pump, they will be quite fine. They've had a lot more water, plenty of swishing about. I said I put my hand through there and I couldn't, beforehand it was like this slimy green stuff he would pick up. There doesn't seem to be any of that. There's just the plant that I showed earlier. I don't know what it's called, but you chuck it in and it lives at the bottom, and it's supposed to help with the aeration, the oxygen levels. Peaceful. I was having a mass panic. I thought, oh no, I didn't come round here yesterday. They're all going to be belly up dead. And ironically, I had a plum or an apple or something that didn't develop, and it must have dropped into the water, but it's all shriveled up and tiny. And without my glasses on, I swear to God, it looked like a tadpole. And I went rushing down to the water with this thing. And I thought, oh no, it's dead. Can I save it? And then I put my finger in the water and poked it, and I thought, that's solid. So, do they get rigor mortis? And I realised I was looking at a tiny shriveled fruit with the stem on it. Oh, go me. I think the blueberries are going over a bit now. I know Paul had some when he was here. He took a load. I don't know. I'd leave them for the birds, to be quite honest. Oh, there's a tadpole right on the wooden board. There's two of them. And the top of a frog's head or something. Just one again now. Just kind of relieved. So worried I'd done them all in. Nature's tougher than you think. Keep looking over those apples, look like they're going to be tasty. Can't wait for those to be ready. Whoa! That was a frogger. That's quite cool how they do that. This massive jump. It's like they've been out and about for the day and then they come back in for the evening. It's just around about this time that you start seeing more of them. But I am hungry and tired, and I'll come round tomorrow when I put my air pump in. Right, yeah, I was drowning the sage, so I've taken the plastic bag off. See, I'm not sure. It might be I've been misnaming them. It might be that they are pond skaters or something like that. I shall look it up when I get back. They use the surface tension of the water to move across. That bit I do know. Naming all these creatures, not a chance. Headless tortoise. Oh, it's really quite pleasant this time of the evening. Dappled sunlight. Who doesn't love dappled sunlight? There's my other pear tree, plum tree, not really sure tree. That's a cherry. Oh, and look at these beauties. Are they ready yet? No. Oh, that one is. It fell off in my hand. Right, let's see if there are any others. Oh, that doesn't look ready, but it came off. That got a hole in it. Oh, that fell off in my hand. That did not. That did. But honestly, these taste delicious. It's like a crossover between a pear and an apple, but soft. My apple tree doesn't seem to be doing so well this year. There are a few stunted little apples. Let's get rid of. Yeah, they're tiny. Let's get rid of that. There was a bad apple there. A bad apple. I've got a few to take home. Stop grabbing that same pear. Oh, look at those. Why are the ones that are at the top always seem the juiciest? Right. There we go. There's my little den. And towel hanging on the post. And hidey hole. Some plums. Some of them not ready yet, and things have got to them before I did. Look at his beautiful tree. my little TARDIS shed. I built that years and years ago. Well, my son helped. He dug the holes to put the posts in, and then we used pallets. My bike, Granny Green. And my other favourite place to sit. In the shade of my very own tree that the birds donated to me. That's my rosemary and lavender. They're looking a bit leggy, but they're quite good companion plants. Big fat bumblebee doing its thing. Beautiful sunset. I need to get... There's still a few last flowers hanging on. And there we go. You've got to keep your number visible. But all this was cut right back or else the cars can't get past. It really is quite beautiful in the evening at the allotment. Community of people all growing their veggies. Right.